Hello friends, it's Reza. Welcome to channel Reza Blade. Thank you for stopping by today. Do you like this manicure? Do you like this one? Well, I will tell you how I did them as well as reviewing the stamping plates that helped made them today if you stick around. Every week I do at least one quick and dirty review of a couple of nail stamping plates. Today I've got 3 because I have a large backlog to get through, and these are the 3 newest I have, so that I wanted to make sure that I reviewed some really new plates for you today. They're by BeautyBigBang. You can get them on BeautyBigBang's website or AliExpress, which is where I get them. And information will be in the description box below. So let's get started. First nail stamping plate that I did a manicure about is, excuse the lighting as usual. It's called Galaxy, so I've looked at everything with sort of a galaxy frame of mind today. And sorry, I'm trying to move this out of the direct reflection of the light, but it's not quite working. So we have a space whale. I don't know, maybe it's just a whale in triangles. We have a bee. We have a dog. Since it's a galaxy, I was thinking about mythology, and I thought maybe it's one of the Kunanun or one of the Kushi, the big black dogs from various mythologies. For Halloween, if you're really, just maybe starting out stamping, you don't have any, Halloween stamping plates, this could be a black dog with red eyes. That might be a lot of fun. Anyway, so here is a more all-purpose pattern, kind of a geometric pattern. And we have a flamingo. I hope it's not a flamingo in space. I haven't seen space flamingos before. Interestingly enough, this is most of the sigil of Baphomet, the sign of the modern Church of Satanism founded by Anton LaVey. They are an atheistic religion that believes in individualism. Anyway, put a circle around it and it's the sign of the Church of Satan. So that would be a great Halloween mani, you guys. Just saying. We have some flowers in a geometric shape. And we have a space lion, or maybe it's a chimera, since they have a lion's head. We have a gem here and some geometric shaped animals, a seahorse and a turtle. We've got a cool cat with some glasses on. We've got a star and a moon. We've got dolphin, and we've got a, that it would be called a butterfly. We've got 2 bunnies in love under a crescent moon and a kangaroo. We've also got, I'm thinking, again, my brain is on mythology because of shapes in the sky. So I'm thinking about the butterfly trapped in a crystal. Like a butterfly symbolizes the soul in a lot of different mythologies. We've got a crystal. We've got a really neat, fun crystal with a bunch of stars all around it. We've got a crystal with a gem with some leaves, like a little leaf shape in there. Heart and an oval one. Another crystal with some, this one has a tree in there. And then more crystal clusters. And then a crystal on its own. This one's more kind of geometric looking. All right, so that is that one. And I did that manicure, this manicure from that plate. The way I did these is for the shape at the half moon, I actually used a stamping image to do that because I can't freehand. That was Nicole Diary round plate 038. And I used this little shape right here. Anyway, so I did that at the half moon, and then I kind of dry brushed a bunch of kind of traditional galaxy mani type colors on there. I used the star and the moon, and then I did some reverse stamping with the gems. I mixed my own polishes with a lot of sparkle, as you can see. Hopefully you can see how much sparkle I used in those. A lot of sparkle, and yeah. And then I put them on and finished it up with the top coat. I use Seche Vite. Some people don't like it, but I adore it because it's nice and thick and it dries quick. I made a poem. Anyway, so though that's that manicure. And then I'm going to show you this plate. It's called City. I have no idea why, just like I don't know why this one's called Galaxy. So I have no idea why this one's called City. It's a back to school plate essentially. So we've got sports, we've got flying books, school uniform over a grid kind of background, a stack of books with some random leaves in there. We've got a satchel, we've got a uniform skirt again, a plaid skirt, glasses. We've got either, I don't know, is that a Converse high top or is that a PF Flyers Sandlot shoe? I don't know. We've got a feather that breaks into birds. Same thing is actually happening, if you will notice. Where's the other feather? Somebody find my feather. Oh, here, it's right next to it. So this feather is also breaking into birds, if you can see. We've got a bust. I kind of assume it's Apollo because, you know, art, music, poetry, all that kind of stuff. Apollo would be the god in charge of all that. We've got some wonderful art supplies here. And again, this is for art classes. This would be to help you learn how to draw the human shape, human body. We've got a shelf of books with a little note on there, a girl reading. We've got kind of a math tile or geometry, depending. And then we've got a boy reading under the stars. And then this one has kind of all the subjects in there. We've got a bunch of books. We've got some art supplies. We've got some glasses and a ruler and blah, blah. Push pins. Push pin Mandy sounds kind of fun. I've never seen that before. And we've got a telescope and back to school and another satchel, a school bus, a tall stack of books that has some glasses on top. I don't know why. We've got a globe and another cool back to school kind of image, an open book. And I think I've taken you all over the plate and I've maybe made you dizzy. Sorry about that. So the mani that I did here is I kind of tried to simulate like a kind of old parchment-y, not quite parchment-y look for these. And I did the flying books. I colored in the white on these nails. On these nails, I turned around the girl and this is just the entire boy image with under the moon with the stars, and I filled in some blank space up here with some extra stars. With her, I stole the stars from the boy's stamp and the moon and turned that around too. Anyway, so the thumb, excuse my inflamed skin, I have an autoimmune illness, so it bothers me from time to time, especially my fingers. Anyway, we've got a tall stack of books. If I had to read all that in 1 week, I'd be a little bit bummed. Anyway, so those are the two that I did manis of, and the swatches are coming right up. But first I have another third plate for you. It's a really neat plate. It's called Silhouette XL-001. All of the other two that I showed you are also XL-001. Purchasing information will be below in the description box. We've got a wave and some great trees, pine trees over water. This is cool because it's kind of a negative image. You could do like maybe a fun smush and then put, you know, a color over it and have the mountains be a neat smush, or, you know, whatever you want. You could use it like a reverse stamp if you wanted and color everything in what you wanted to do. Autumn's coming up, so these two are really great images. We've got a deciduous tree, and, you know, this is probably meant, as it says silhouette, it's probably meant to be done in silhouette. But it would be fun maybe if you know, stamped over a few times or freehanded those in like maybe some gold on there. I don't know. It's just the thought. These falling leaves would be really easy to do in autumn colors. And we've got some real neat clouds and some palm trees and birds and birds. Now here's where they get a little bit more random, but it is silhouettes, so they're all silhouettes. It works. We've got some ballerinas and a wolf howling at the moon. We've got a cupid and a heart, a swan, a setting sun over water. We've got some deer and a cat and maybe a dove. Somebody climbing a rope. We've got butterflies, always with the butterflies. We've got maybe Sagittarius, maybe it's a centaur with a bow, just random centaur with a bow and arrow. Maybe we're supposed to be looking at the Sagittarius constellation because there are stars right by. We've got some neat wave silhouettes here. We've got a sailboat and some mermaid silhouettes. This is a person on a swing. All right, so there's that last one. I've done the swatches for you, so you can see how these swatched without cleaning the plates, without doing anything to the plates. And I apologize for the, there's a thing down here where I spilled some nail polish remover, so ignore that. But you'll notice how all of these stamp great. I mean, just fabulous. And that, I mean, that tends to be the way that BeautyBigBang plates are. They're nice and inexpensive. They take forever to get to the United States, but they're really wonderful plates. All right, so that's Galaxy XL-001. Here's the silhouette plate. Here's how all of this stamped. This is just a really neat tree. I like that. And this didn't work out in the stamping polish I used, so I did it again and it worked just fine. Got the wave here, which I might not have talked to you about before, but here's the mermaids again. I think it'd be really fun if you're doing, you know, with a mani with the sailboat and the wave and the mermaids, if you put some stars up there, that would be fun. Or if you use the setting sun on the water on a different nail, it would be really, if you do a mani with the rope climber or the swing, it would be, I think it would be fun to do them together in a, you know, in the same mani. And we've got all of the other, I mean, they turned out just as they're supposed to. So no, this is probably just because I took too long getting it from the stamper to the paper, which I do sometimes. I do tend to take too long. Anyway, so there is that plate. Finally, we're going to talk about the city plate, which I mentioned. I don't approve of the name city for this plate, but whatever. Everything shows up fine. It did take some, like I said, with something about me when I use this garnet polish, I take my time getting to the paper and things end up all wonky. But everything else turned out really great. I really love these art supplies and the Converse and the birds with the quill with the birds. The quill's going all a birdie over here too, like I said. Those would be fun in a manicure together. I'd probably throw Apollo in there just for kicks, but that's me. I really like these tile images, these whole nail images where you see all these different school things. The sports are fun too. This I took too long getting it over. It worked out fine here. So, like I said, great plate. Probably shouldn't be called city, but it is a really super plate. And I enjoyed doing these manicures. If you have any more questions, let me know. I would love it if you enjoyed this. Please leave a like, a comment. I love to read your comments. I respond to everybody. Tell me what you think. If you have any questions, what you want me to do next. I'm probably going to do, next I probably have a highlight of a new Graceful collection of indie polishes that's coming out that I get to swatch, and also a few new Maniology plates, which I know you'll really enjoy. I would love it if you would subscribe and click the bell so that you find all of my videos that as they come out. I do reviews between once and twice weekly, depending on my time and how much PR stuff I'm doing. So I would love to hear from you, whether you like these manis and whether you like this video. And I will talk to you very soon. Bye.